Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to show you how to make a simple chest. This is somewhat similar to the jewelry box chest I did, but there's no tray in it. And the reason that I made this box, you see it's a bit decorated. It's a Minecraft chest, or it looks like one from the Minecraft game, which I myself and my son are both fans. This video is just going to be about constructing the box, cutting it, gluing it together, and that. If you want to see how to achieve this paint job and how to make it look like a Minecraft chest, check out my other channel where I finish it up, clear coat it, and paint it. Where I finish it up, paint it, and clear coat it. I will put a link up here and down in the description below for you to check that out. But right now, let's go make this box. So to get started, I had to kind of draw up some kind of plan, have an idea of what size the box is going to be. And here you can see I hand drew some stuff. I wanted the box to be square on the ends. In other words, as deep as it was tall. And then the width or length of it, I wanted it to be twice the size or length of the sides. So I decided it would be 8 inches wide, 4 inches tall, and then I had to split up. Originally I was going to put the top and bottom the same size, but I decided to make the top a little shorter than the bottom. And I had to take into account which way I was going to put it together and how thick the boards were to find out how much I was, or how long I was going to cut each board. But I will throw these plans up and put a link up top and in the description so you can see what I've drawn here to kind of get a general idea. And then I took the sizes I needed, and I took a long board similar to this, and I measured off and drew all the different pieces I would need to cut to make sure I had enough wood. Got my board that I'm going to cut the pieces out of to make the Minecraft chest. And I went and measured and marked all the different pieces that I'm going to make sure that this board was enough. And I've got some extra room, so we're good. This should be enough as long as I don't mess up. And if I do, I can get another board. Try and keep it to where I'm not constantly moving the fence. I'm going to cut this board in half right along here. I'm actually going to go over a little because, I mean, this can be moved over to cut out. I'm not going to cut along these lines. This was just done to give me an idea if the board was big enough. Trying to keep it to where I'm not making a bunch of passes. Make as few as possible and not have to move the fence between the same cuts. Okay, now to cut this strip right here of the top sides of the box. Should be right about there. I cut it a little more than 1.5 inches because I didn't take into account this is supposed to sit over the edge. And that's all the sides. You just need to chop them out. But they'll all be the same height. The next step is I'm going to cut this piece off. Now for the sides, got the 2 ends, the front and the back. Top is 2.5, the bottom is, no, the bottom is 2.5, the top is 1.5, making a total of 4, and it's 8 inches wide. front side, 2 end pieces, and the bottom back side. They're all the appropriate height. To do the actual top and bottom piece, 3 3/4 by 7 3/4. Now we've got the width, now I need to do the length. Top and bottom's cut a little short so that the sides can go on there and it'll still work out to about 8 inches. So I'm not cutting the ends off, just cutting the front and back of the top. And I'm going to do the bottom too. Chop this in half first so I don't accidentally run out of room. Alright. 4 pieces. All the same length. It's the sides I should have done when I cut these lengthwise. The sides should be the same width as the top and bottom. Alright, a little rough. There we go. I believe we have all of our pieces. Now that all the pieces were cut, the next thing I did was use a 220 grit sandpaper, and I sanded off any of the pencil marks. I sanded around the edge, smooth them, get off any burrs, any splinters. I just basically went around and did all the pieces that way. And what I've done here is I've got my little box clamp thing, and I've kind of got it measured to about the right size, got all the pieces together, and I've sat here and assembled this inside of this clamp. And everything seems to fit well enough. So what I'm going to do now is paint some glue on all the edges and try to put this thing together. That should be all I need. Try to make some fine-tuned adjustments here with the writing table. You I didn't quite catch it last time. I didn't record it, but I was actually going like this against the fence to cut it, just left rounded edges, and you know, I didn't even think about it. Edges are rounded. I should have just laid it flat and went like this. So I'm gonna make the holes a little bit, or the slots a little bit deeper now. Got one started. And what I did is I placed it where I wanted. I've got the smallest drill bit I have, a 1/16, and drilled just a little hole. I put one screw in, I line it up for the other, I drill the other hole, and then I put the other screw in. I've got some books and scrap wood to get this lid up to about the right level, and I've got this lined up about as close as I'm gonna get it. Oh boy, actually it could stand to go up just a smidgen higher. Just finding paper and stuff until I can get it. There you go. Got the brackets like right along the edge of the wood there, so I'm trying to do the same here in the hopes that it will close nice and even. Alright, let's put a screw in right here. Drill a little hole. I put rubber bands on it, and I'm trying to sand the edges to where they're closer to being smooth, because try as I might, I didn't get the lid on perfectly straight. I broke out my Black & Decker mouth sander and smoothed these edges out with some 50 grit, with a 50 grit sandpaper pad, and they're pretty close. I think I'm just gonna be happy with that. Slight imperfection, and then I've changed to a 240 grit. I'm just smoothing it off. The box is all put together, sanded and smooth. You can stain it, you can clear coat it, you can do like mine and paint it to look like a Minecraft chest. Again, if you want to see how I painted it, click the link in the description down below and I'll throw it up there again. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Any questions in the comments below, and stay creative.